Student, we have started our chapter number 5, matter and chemical formulas. Under that, we have done the topic matter, and I have explained you that the things around us are considered to be matter, or we can say the things which we observe nearby us having mass, occupy space, and can be prescribed by our sense organ are considered to be matter. The air which we breathe is also a type of matter. Then matter exists in three states like solid, liquid, and gas. Okay? Then I have told you that atom is the smallest basic building block of any substance, and all our matter are made up of atom only. Then property we have done. After that, structure of atom, I have told you that in our atom structure we have three subatomic particles, that is proton, electron, and neutron. Proton are having positive charge, neutron having negative charge, and proton having positive charge, neutron having no charge, and electron is having negative charge. And where does proton and neutron are stated? They are stated inside the nucleus. And nucleus, we can say, it is the center of the atom, that is nucleus. And electrons are very lighter in weight. Then they are very lighter in weight, therefore they revolve around the atom. Okay, they revolve around the nucleus in the circular orbits. And atom is electrically neutral. Positive and negative charges are equivalent, therefore our electron is electrically neutral. Then we were doing this, we have completed a run through, we have done track your process. I have told you classification of matter we were doing, that matter can be classified into pure substances and mixtures. The pure substances are the further divided into elements and compound. So if we talk about element, 118 elements are known to us nowadays, and we can say that element is a pure substance. It consists of only one type of atoms. For example, the element of oxygen is having only the atoms of oxygen. If I talk about the element of chlorine, then it all contain the atoms of chlorine only, isn't it? So, but they are different from each other. If I talk about oxygen and chlorine atoms, so they are differ from each other, isn't it? So we can say that the atom of one element are not the same as the atom of another element are, but they are different from those of other element. And I have explained you that nowadays we are having 118 known elements, out of which some are metal, some are non-metal, and some are metalloids. Okay, metal, if we talk, it is iron, gold, silver, copper, all these. And if we talk about non-metals, then it is hydrogen, oxygen, copper, iron, like this. All copper and iron are metal, hydrogen, oxygen are non-metal. So I think the metal and non-metal are clear to you. If we talk about a molecule, what is molecule? A molecule, we can say that it is an element consists of two or more same atoms such as are called molecule. If we talk about nitrogen or if I talk about oxygen gas, then we will have only the oxygen atoms in it, and if we talk about nitrogen, then it will have only nitrogen atoms in it. Okay, next is compound. So what is compound? A compound is a substance that is formed when two or more elements combine in a definite ratio. H2O, for example, if I take H2O, H2O is formed when two hydrogen atom combine with one. So it is a compound. If you take carbon dioxide, CO2, when one carbon and two oxygen combine with each other, they form one molecule of carbon dioxide or one compound of carbon dioxide. Okay. Now let us discuss the properties of compound. A compound is made up of same combination of elements combined in a fixed proportion by mass. Okay, if I take the water, if I take sample of water from anywhere, it can be rain, it can be tap, it can be sea water, it can be a school water, it can be a home water, isn't it? All will contain two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. Then the properties of compound are entirely different from those constituent element. What is constituent here? Constituent means of which it is made up of. For example, H2O. H2O is water. It is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. So it is called constituent. Okay. Then the constituent element of a compound cannot be separated by simple physical method. Like if we want to separate them with the help of evaporation or this filtration, it cannot be done easily. Okay. Then what are mixture? Mixture means are the substance in which two or more substances are physically mixed together in any proportion. Mixture, as the name suggests, the proportion can be any. Randomly, if we are mixing some substances, that is mixture. For example, air. Air is made up of different type of gases. For example, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapors, moisture. All these are combined together to form a mixture of air, and which cannot be separated easily by these simple methods. Okay, since they are not fixed in a proper proportion. Okay, it can be more, it can be less. For example, nowadays rainy season is there. The moisture contained in water, the moisture contained in air is more. So it can be more, it can be less. It depends upon the weather also. So mixture, we can say that when any substance in which two or more substances are mixed together in any proportion. If proportion is there, then it will be compound. If proportion is not there, then it is said to be mixture. So I think up to here all the things are clear to you. Here you can see one table is given which differentiate between mixture and compound, which you can see that they are differentiated according to composition, according to chemical bond, according to properties, separation. Okay, so in our next video we are going to complete this. So till then you revise all the topics, write 1 marks questions out of it. So thank you, have a nice day.